Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? Welcome back to Ice Choice of Romance. My story's portrait is The Queen's Revenge, Chapter 2. 2 days before your trip to Kaivan, I will spend my day. How to wield my dagger? Maybe this one. I unshed the precious helium and hold it to the light just before I do a few dual screen from a manual in my father's study. I might have to use you to offend myself. Unfortunately, your moment of solitude is only shortly. Johanna, Sophias, quickly get dressed. A messenger from Kaivan has arrived. It's just like in my first life. The convoy is delayed due to the epidemic spreading from Western Europe. And just like in your first life, Queen Elizabeth sends a generous check as compensation for your troubles. Johanna, 10,000 rupees? How magnanimous of Her Majesty. After your mother sends the messenger on his merry way, she proposes something that didn't happen the first time around. Johanna, let us leave tomorrow, darling. Meet the convoy in the middle to express our sincerity about this engagement. I suppose my mother courtesy can be bought, but I'm ready to leave. Mother, I wish to stay longer with father. Johanna, oh, my soft-hearted future crown princess. Let's put out of our journey for a few more days. Later that day, you and the ducal family of Satan received an invitation from King Frederick to visit Sanssouci from a seat of power. A pawn in a political game heading for the opening move that you will to play in your summoning. But as any player of this chess knows, a pawn does not have to die, or stay a pawn for the rest of the game. Upon this pawn will become queen. I should respect. Wow, it's a beautiful too. Oh, maybe this one. It's like good. Isn't modesty a virtue as well? The tepid reception from the courtiers stabs your heart as you and your family enter the audience hall. Frederick, is the Duchy of Satan truly suppressed for penis? What, your majesty, you have my word that my daughter will be a better reflection of Romeo when she reaches Kevin. The king sighs in signal to one of his men. Frederick, what's done is done. As the young lady of Satan will be representing our kingdom, she will need a dash of sparkle and more. Outcome of boatman wearing an ornate velvet jewelry box. Frederick, I present you with an engagement gift. Before placing it in your hands, the footman opens it, revealing a breathtaking jewelry suit. There can only be one answer to such an honor. I gratefully accept. After all the greetings, the king requests for a private audience with your mother. She whispers as she leaves. Johanna, darling, this is for your own good. A sad memory from your past life resurfaces. Your mother lifeless, body in the gallows, hanging before the Kaivanian public to mock and shame. Mother was executed in Kaivan for high treason. I believe it to be conspired by my enemies, but was she not so innocent after all? You follow closely behind them, but the king guards refuse to let you through. Whatever the case, I will no longer put her in harm's way. Once they return, you gather all your courage and speak up. May I ask more of you, your majesty? Frederick, go ahead. I wish to spare mother from the perils of journey to Kaiwan. Yes, I cannot allow it. Please You are your king. I am only looking out for an esteemed subject of mine. The king has spoken. What else can you do? You nod in courtesy and accept his decision with a smile. Your majesty is benevolent and wise. I have to protect mother no matter what. Word of your precious jewelry suit from the king has spread far and wide. On the ride home, you think of your exhaustive packing list. The rain is spinning around you. It is dark and cold. You are having trouble breathing again. Was my return to problem nothing more than a delirious dream? It all comes back to you, suffering from pneumonia before your wedding, the loneliness of being unloved, pestering in a cold chamber, infested with rats and being misdiagnosed as congenitally weak for it, being discarded and replaced, not being able to hold your son. No! Bits of cold sweat cover your forehead as the nightmare of the past shake you awake. I will not forget why I have been granted a second chance. I will have my revenge. You look out the window. It's the first snow of winter. I will not be complacent. I will focus on what I can control and take precaution before traveling to Kaiwan. I will bring Helber supplement or bring more coats and jackets. So well. You write a command for Anna to carry out in the morning and soon fall asleep plotting revenge is the bed sleep aid. The snow is not only fairly an eventful journey to make the cabin colder. Your companions are sound asleep. Joanna, Anna, what a peaceful sight. Bang! The coach abruptly comes to a halt. You draw the curtains and see that you are in the middle of a forest with no sign of a path. Something doesn't feel right about this. I will discreetly awaken Mother and Anna. You shake and tap them, but they only snore through it. You step out and jump onto the snow-covered road. You realize that you've never seen this coachman before. Coachman, I won't hurt you, Melody. I'm only hired hand. Yet, contrary to his word, the coachman is holding an unshielded dagger. Oh my god. What do you want? Just shut it and stay still, and we can avoid a messy situation. I will stop him before we start and stay quiet and assist the situation. How is going? Help somebody! Not even your ego comes back. There is not a soul in this forest, Melody. Walk, go on now. With his dagger pointed at you, he forces you to go deeper into the forest, leaving the carriage that is protecting your mother and Anna. And it's good that he does not show interest toward any of our belongings, nor are he asking you for money. That means he is kidnapping me for ransom? You see cold sweat breaks across his forehead. He is threatening you, waving the dagger in your face, but he is stammering. Don't move! He is losing his resolve. Only the slightest provocation, a hint of breath. Your hand discreetly grazes the hilt of your dagger, concealed in your coat pocket. In this situation, I will avoid unnecessary bloodshed and politely question you. Kind sir, I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me, fair enough, right? The coachman continues to wave his dagger. Let us talk in a civil manner. I only wish to know one thing. Who do you work for? Why don't you shut up when I'm asking nicely? His murderous intent is palpable as a strike. His blade cuts through your sleeve. much slower to dodge. I'll be returning to Romeo with a bunch on my arm as damaged goods. He is here someplace as he tries to strike again. Your bastard tries to save you once again. This isn't a fair fight. I have to get in this man's head. Even if I match whatever they're paying you, I can double out on your price. I wish I could accept your offer. I got me a family, but I really don't know. I can lose my head if I fail. It's not my job. Doing my job. You lift up your hand to show him your jewelry. Can anyone of this match what you're being paid? Melody, you're rich, but he didn't look hard up idiot. The man's sneaking around here at noble meetings. You bite back your tongue and swallow a left worth of dagger bubbling up in your throat. I have not even reached K1, but my enemies are already plotting my ruin. The tumbling of the stallions had their food and put the 20 mountain high alert. The riders put flappers in the mouth. The horse got up slowly giving it a start. As it comes to a halt, a tall, well-built man is swallowed. Hero, making conversation with your abductor? My lady, you could be in compromise. It's my hero from the ministry. Sir, how did you know I was here? Let's question the coachman first. Put your trust in me, my lady, but I must say, you have my respect. Your mind is sharper than a blade. I shall be more mindful of my words and action around you. Your hero gets to work, cuffing the shivering coachman's hands behind his back. I said, do you work for? I swear on me, wife and kids, sir. I only know he is loaded and push nothing more. He look like he's telling the truth, but this is not the outcome I hope for. Your hero pulls you aside. I believe he is nothing more than a mercenary hired on a need to no basis. We should release him. Not so fast. I have a question of my own. You approach the coachman on your own. You already have a hunch. All you need is confirmation. Kind sir, dig deep in your memory and tell me, what did he sound like? Only if you let me go. You know that your hero, and he releases the restraint on the coachman's lips. Something about the way that nobleman speaks. He ain't from our neck of the woods. As the coachman's eyes fall on your handsome savior, his face lights up and points to him. Melody, he sounds just like this man. They talk the same. Your contractor is Kaibanyan? You can contain your shock. You guessed as much, but confirming it is something else. I can't believe it. Is mine beside me his Kaibanyan? No need to thank me. Just don't tell the Kaibanyan nobleman about me. Walking back to your carriage side by side with your savior, you still don't feel at ease. I wonder, what benefit is there to simply abducting me? You glance at your undeniably handsome hero, yet his name remains unknown. He looks a little too familiar. Where have I seen him in my past life? Your word in Promia is small, and in this second life, this is your first time leaving home. That means this mask is from my past life? When your eyes meet, you nearly jump out of your skin. Hero, your highness, forgive me for my impertinence. I was unaware of your status as the crown prince's fiancé. He removes his jacket and drapes it over your shoulder. The unexpected closeness sends a rush through your body. If you'll excuse me, only then you realize that your dress was damaged by that ruckus with the impostor coachman. A brave, thoughtful gentleman. Kind sir, just now you saved my honor too. You stare at him again. Who was he in your first life? How did you know that I am the future crown princess of Kaiban? Who are you? There is no need to know my identity, your highness. I am just one of your subjects. What matters is that you are safe now. He walks ahead of you, avoiding your gaze, but more importantly, he just evaded my question. I still don't know if he is on my side. The coachman turned out to be a wolf in sheep's clothing. What if this man is a bear or a tiger? I have to change my approach. You walk briskly, marveling at your height differences before you catch up to him. Kind sir, do you intend to remain my anonymous hero? If you wish it, I shall go around addressing you as that. Your hero? Hi, you have left out anonymous. By now you are giggling, and so is he. Soon you burst out laughing together. Hero, a member of a nobility who does not show her status around. It's refreshing. His laughter settles into a smirk, the way he is stroking his chin between his bent finger and thumb. Does you feel nice? He then withdraws his hand and bows his head as a knight would. I am the son of the Kaibanian general and a friend of His Highness, the Crown Prince Peter. My name is Sartikov. You flinch at his association with your betrothed, but only for a moment. Sartikov, call me Sophias. Ah, I insist, at least in a private. To your surprise, he leans in, but only too slightly. His expression's grave. You exude a light that I fear will be extinguished by the darkness of the Kaibanian court. I hope that your heart may remain as it is now, Sophia. Sartikov, perhaps you are mistaken about me. With your smart, I have no doubt that you can thrive. I don't know about being a hero, but if you ever need help, Sophia, you can seek me out. I wish I heard such comforting words a lifetime ago. But something about this matter is still unsettling. My instinct tell me he isn't an enemy, but the way he was just there is strange. Sartikov, did the Peter the Crown Prince put you up to this? Up to what exactly? I was trying to catch up with your courage and deliver an urgent message. I did find it peculiar that the coachman was in a rush. Of course, I caught up at the most opportune moment. Indeed. Now, what is the message? The message is from the Kaibanian convoy. They will meet you at the nearest courier station. I see. Johanna. Ano daw? The son of the wata. Your conversation is done by your mother cursing at the top of her lungs, apparently scared out of her wits. Anna, Grand Duchess, please be calm. You glance at Sartikov, who is holding his laughter in. Sorry about that. Please act up as if you heard nothing. Heard what? Thanks to your mother's stable vocal cords, you locate them in no time. Sartikov escort you all the station. Your mother and Anna soon calm down as they warm themselves by the fire. Meanwhile, Sartikov approaches you in private. Sartikov, I beg your pardon. It is my understanding that you and your party will depart to Ingerema tomorrow. Ingerema, the city located in the north of Kaivan, has been referred as the northern capital throughout its history, but it is not the current capital city. So why did they ask us to go there? Yes, and you? Are we parting ways this time? Sarjikov, after today's incident, I will be escorting you to Ingerema. Ooh. Well, well. We'll be with the commune, so there will be security. Sarjikov, I wouldn't be so complacent, Your Highness. Your gazes linger on each other, broken only by your smile. You are a kind person, Sarjikov. Sarjikov, I am only doing my duty. I shall now leave you to rest. He then cuts the necessities short with a bow. Good night. Good night. Sarjikov was true to his word. You safely arrived at the gates of the castle of Ingerema. With your mother's insistence, you fix yourself to be presentable, only to find no one there to greet you. Just like a poor road as ever. Johan, this is an insult. They knew that the butcher of the crown prince and a member of the Roman nobility were coming. As your mother picks up a bruise, a servant finally appears, apologetic and hurried rude as ever to escort you. Johanna, a bedroom? Not even a sitting room? What is the meaning of this? The servant is condescending as he explains that their hospitality might be wasted on a woman with no virtue. Thus the hell chick takes precedence. I can't believe I have to endure this humiliation again. A doctor steps in with a bag of devices you are all too familiar with. You flinch at the sight. Johan, who dares doubt my daughter's purity? Let me speak to your master. Your mother's outrage spills out to the hall as the doctor backs away from her fury. Johanna, how dare you try to lay your hands on the future crown princess? By whose order do you dare act? Mother, please. A shilling voice speaks from the other end of the hall. The well-dressed, middle-aged man and belongs to advance like a snake on its prey. Of course, it's you. Lestat, be my order. By my order. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you like what I'm choosing. So please subscribe, like, and share, and see you on the next chapter. God bless everyone.